What's going on, you guys? Dwayne here with How to Build Credit TV, and I am back again for another How to Build Credit TV live stream. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the importance of having some kind of credit monitoring setup. And I'm not talking about like some official credit monitor where you're paying, 30, 40 bucks a month. I'm talking about something as simple as Credit Karma, Credit Sesame, Wallet Hub, Nerd Wallet. Basically something that will alert you once something has happened to your credit report, especially an inquiry. Now, this video and this live stream is a bit personal for me because I did get a notification from Credit Karma, of all places, that I had a hard inquiry, and I didn't do anything recently. I didn't apply for a credit card. Of course, you guys would have probably known that. And I didn't apply for the service. It was a AT&T inquiry, and I was like, well, I have Uverse and I have not cable, but the internet with them, and I'm like, well, I didn't apply for a new product, and I certainly didn't apply for like a cell phone line of service type of deal. So I was like, okay, what is this inquiry all about? So this actually happened to me very recently. Today is March. Today is May 13th, and this happened on the 12th. So yesterday I got a notification from Credit Karma that there was a hard inquiry. Now, I'm very familiar with hard inquiries because normally when I apply for a credit card, I get an alert from Credit Karma, I get an alert from Wallet Hub. I have a bunch of different credit monitoring apps. It's not really a monitoring per se, but on the app, they will let you know when you've gotten a hard inquiry. So I was like, you know what, let me do a video because a lot of people may not necessarily have it set up where they get notified when there is a hard inquiry. And I can tell you that a lot of people have experienced getting their identity stolen or some kind of fraud, because by the time they found out that somebody had opened a line of credit or got approved for some service using their name or their information, it was already too late. And so I was on the phone a lot today, and I didn't actually get it resolved today, which I was really upset about because it was on the inquiries on my Equifax report. So like I said, I decided to go ahead and do this live stream to just kind of give some information to you guys. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV. And on this channel, we talk about everything you need to know about credit cards, and how to make money using credit cards. So be sure to subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you don't miss future videos and updates just like this one. As a matter of fact, be sure to smash the thumbs up in this video. It helps tremendously. And this is a live stream, so if you're watching this back on the replay, if you have questions to ask, be sure to ask those questions in the comment section. I will do my best to answer the questions as soon as I see them. So I'm going to jump into the comment section and kind of say what's up to some of you guys. I know that we have currently 30 people in the live stream with 8 thumbs up. Be sure to smash the thumbs up as you're coming in the video, guys. Please, especially if you are returning viewers and supporters of this channel, How to Build Credit TV, please just getting in the habit of smashing the thumbs up as soon as you're coming into the video, because it really, really does help. And yeah, I really appreciate that. So let me go ahead and say hi to some of you guys in the live stream. I appreciate some of y'all smashing the thumbs up and taking the time to leave a comment as well. Lisa Love Beauty, thank you for watching another live stream. I appreciate you very much. Win Twin, what's going on, my brother? Thank you for stopping by. James, haven't seen you in a while, or it feels like I haven't seen you in a while, but thanks for stopping by the stream. Omega, what's going on with you, sir? Omega says, what's up, Dwayne? Sorry I missed your last live stream. No problem, bro. Thanks for stopping by, though. Christopher, another return viewer. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Says, you are a genuine person, Dwayne. I appreciate that, man. I definitely try my best to be transparent and help people as much as I can. Mr. Mentor says, sup, Dwayne? That happened to me, too, from PayPal. Yeah, and it's kind of weird because, like I said, I didn't really get the resolution that I was looking for today. I was on the phone holding for quite some time, and I'll talk to you guys about that in a little bit. Thank you guys for smashing the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Like I said, it really, really helps the channel quite a bit. And the reason why I ask for people to smash the thumbs up is because it helps YouTube know that this video is providing some kind of value. People are appreciating the content. So that's why I'm always asking for you guys to smash the thumbs up. Christopher says, hard inquiries stay on your credit report for 2 years, and soft inquiries doesn't affect your credit score as much. That is correct. Hard inquiries can stay on your credit score for up to 2 years. And so one of the things about Credit Karma is Once you get into Credit Karma, you can actually click on inquiries. It'll show you, like right now I have 6 inquiries, I think, on my Equifax, and you can click on that. Then it'll show you the inquiries, and when you click on the inquiries, it'll tell you an estimated date for when that inquiry is supposed to fall off of your credit report. So you're absolutely right, sir. Winton says, that's why everyone should freeze all 3 major credit bureaus when it's locked down. No one can do anything with your credit. Only you can lock with the PSWD. Sorry, that happened to you, bro. And you know what's funny about that is it was a while back that I think the Coin Alley told me, he was like, you need to freeze your credit reports. And I was like, yeah, I should. And I really should have. But I was still going to be applying for credit cards. And so like now is a perfect time because I'm not going to be applying for credit cards. And so I need to just contact the 3 bureaus, or 3 major bureaus, and freeze my credit report with them because, man, I feel it's weird. I feel violated. And I don't know. I still don't have a resolution as to what happened. And I'm still going to try to figure that out. I was on the phone with Equifax today. I contacted them, and I was on the phone with, they told me I needed to contact the fraud department. I was on hold for like 45 minutes the first time. Then they said they couldn't find anything under my social, and that it was basically the TV and the internet side, and they couldn't find anything. So they gave me the number to the wireless side, which I thought was really stupid because it was supposed to be like global fraud and whatever for AT&T accounts. And I'm like, why is everything not all rolled into one? So I contact the wireless people for the fraud for AT&T, and I had better luck. I wasn't on hold forever, so that was cool. And then they said they didn't find anything under my social and my name, and so they transferred me to somebody else. And I was literally on hold for the same department for over an hour. I don't remember exactly how long it was, but it was like an hour and a half. And then it was like an answering service. Somebody answered and said that they were taking messages, and they got my name and the last 4 of my social, and said that it's taken between 3 to 4 days to contact. They're taking 3 to 4 days to finally contact people back. So that's basically the resolution that I've had so far, but it's not really a resolution. And I really want to know exactly what happened. I don't know, what's going on, but I know that I'm very, very grateful for Credit Karma. Now, I got a notification from Wallet Hub. I don't use Wallet Hub a whole lot. I have, I guess I have like a membership or whatever with them, but I don't use them a whole lot. I don't have the app or anything like that, but I did get a notification from them that said my credit score went down 10 points. I didn't go to the website or anything like that because I already knew with Credit Karma that there was a hard inquiry. I just knew that inquiry wasn't mine. So I don't know what's happening, but I know I'm very, very concerned about it, and it's not going to fly. Now, as much as I talk crap about Credit Karma, I'm always saying like, well, I say that Credit Karma is not good when it comes to giving you like a really accurate FICO score, because Credit Karma does not provide your FICO credit score. And your FICO credit score is the score that is used most commonly by just the majority of lenders use your FICO score, the scoring model 8. Okay. So Credit Karma doesn't provide you with your FICO score. So that's not one of the things that I would say Credit Karma excels at. However, I do like the fact that Credit Karma does 7-day updates, and every 7 days that you'll get a snapshot of what's going on with your credit score, or your credit in general. And so what I like Credit Karma for is I like the fact that it lets me know what my credit utilization is, which is pretty cool. I feel like that's pretty accurate for the most part. And then also they let me know when I have a hard inquiry. So if I didn't have Credit Karma, if I had nothing, because there are some of us that are out there that don't even have Credit Karma, they're not registered with anybody. If I didn't have Credit Karma, I would not have gotten any kind of notification. So this could have gone on for months. And let's say somebody actually used my identity and opened a phone line or whatever they did, and then they default on that actual account. The only time that I'm going to know something is when I see that my score has dropped. And so without having Credit Karma, I wouldn't have any clue. I would not have gotten the notification about the hard inquiry, for which I'm still really upset. So I'm really grateful for Credit Karma. I mean, that's why I have it. That's why it's on my phone, even though I know it's not accurate. I try to make sure you guys know that it's not accurate. And it's not that it's not accurate. It's just not the FICO 8 scoring model, which most lenders use. So yeah, I definitely need to be freezing my accounts for sure. Melly, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Says I have Credit Sesame, Wallet Hub, Credit Karma, Mint, Experian, MyFICO, and Nerd Wallet. Wow. She says I hawk my credit. Yeah, you do. I mean, that's a lot of apps, and a lot of those are really cool. I don't have Credit Sesame. I know Credit Sesame is a big deal. I'm pretty sure Credit Sesame was around before Wallet Hub. I just got Experian, the Experian app the other day. I really don't look at it a lot. I don't even know how it works that much. I can't really navigate it the way that I can navigate Credit Karma. But yeah, I totally understand. You definitely got to do what you can to stay on top of your credit. And it's very important because I remember back in probably 2019 or 2018, randomly I had a Xfinity deal pop up on my credit score, and my score dropped like 40 something points. I'm like, whoa, this is not mine. Like, what's going on here? And like the balance on the account was like $144 or something like that. And I remember contacting I contacted Xfinity, and I contacted whichever bureau that it showed up on. And I didn't actually like fill out the paperwork like I should and do all this police report stuff in order to claim it as fraud. But after being on the phone and talking to them, it just kind of disappeared. Like all of a sudden it wasn't on my account anymore, and I didn't even do like a whole bunch of paperwork. But I knew I was pissed because I was like, what's going on? Why is my credit score substantially lower? I did not like that. Let's see here. Richard, what's going on, bro? Says, what's up, Dwayne? Ready for the knowledge? Yes, sir. I appreciate you stopping by another stream. Gregory says, hey, Dwayne, question. I have my FICO, which gives me 726 for Equifax. I also have paid the Equifax, but it gives me 703 score. Why is the difference so big? I don't know. It's kind of weird. I think you said you have my FICO, which gives you a 726 from Equifax. But then you said I also paid Equifax, but it says 703. I'm not sure if you're saying that two different bureaus say two different things. The way I'm understanding it is you're saying that Equifax says you're 726 and you paid it, but then it's saying it's also 703. Gregory, please reword that question so I can understand. I'm not sure if you're saying Equifax versus Experian, so reword that for me, please, and I'll try to answer that. R, thanks for stopping by the stream, says, hey D, it's been a while since I've been in a live stream. Hope you're staying safe. Yes, I'm trying my best to do so. Today, I actually stopped by my sister's place. My sister had a newborn. My niece, her name is Mia. Beautiful name. I stopped. I'm saying it's a beautiful name because my sister, she has two girls, which are twins, and they're now both 5 years old. Then she has a little boy who just turned 2. And then she has a girl, which she had the baby last Friday, I think, on the 8th, May 8th. So anyway, I'm laughing because the name Mia was one of the names that I was telling my sister, you should name your girls Mia and Maya or Mia and Nia. Anyway, so like my sister wasn't feeling me. She named the twins whatever she wanted, which is fine. Those are her kids. But she finally went ahead and named her, probably her last child, her 4th kid, Mia. So I stopped by there to see her today, and it was so cute. She's such a joy. I was like, oh my God, like I gotta go because this baby thing, like this baby's really cute. I might want one of these guys at 41. So anyway, so it was really cool checking in on my sister today. So yeah, the reason why I went on the tangent talking about my sisters because you said I hope you're staying safe, and as I was there, I was like, hey, I mean I can't get too close, you know what I mean, like coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? Even though I think I'm fine, but I was definitely trying to be as safe as I could. What's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by another stream. I appreciate you, sir. Tyrone, what's going on, my brother? Sneaky25 says, you just saved my slow night at work. with this live. I was so bored. I mean, I just decided to jump on and do the live a little early. I know that I'm not going to get as many eyeballs on it because it's a little early, but I wanted to jump on and do a live to talk about this a little bit, just because it's fresh to me and it's something that we need to be mindful of. And if you don't have at least Credit Karma, you're sleeping on your credit situation. You need to have something. Now, me, y'all know that I'm cheap. I try to keep as much money in my pocket as possible. I try to keep my money and grow it, type of thing. And so I don't pay for monitoring, and I'm not saying that that's smart. I'm just saying I'm cheap. So I'm glad that Credit Karma kind of came through. The thing is, if you have multiple of these type of credit scoring deals or apps or monitoring, that you'll get alerted every time I apply for a credit card. I get notifications from Credit Karma, NerdWallet, Wallet Hub. Boom, boom, boom. They hit my email all the time, letting me know that there's an inquiry. So actually, it's kind of interesting because this time around, it did not. I only got notification from Wallet Hub and Credit Karma. So I'm not sure how legit this inquiry is, even though I'm pretty sure it's legit. Equifax claimed that they couldn't find it, so that kind of sucked. And I'm still kind of trying to do the research to see what happened, exactly what's going on with that. Miss Gatlin, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you for stopping by another stream. It's a pleasure to have you in the house. D. Anderson says, all my credit reports are ice, baby. To all in the chat. Yes, sir. That's what I need to be doing next. So as far as I know, I think all you have to do to freeze your credit report is just contact the credit bureaus and freeze it with them. The reason why I'm saying that is, D. Anderson, let me know if I'm right about that. I haven't ever done it. I still need to do it. So I'm pretty sure you just got to call the bureaus and ask them to freeze your account. If I'm wrong about it, let me know in the chat. Let's see. Mr. Mentor says, do we need to call or can you do it on the app? D. Anderson says, all 4 of my credit reports are frozen and all 4 credit reports have fraud alerts. Yeah, let me know. Like I said, D, let me know if you, I'm pretty sure you can call them, and I'm sure you could do it online as well. But I know, like, when I was kind of researching it, I researched it like this much today. I was like, okay, I need to like get an eyeball on all the phone numbers for the bureaus so that I contact them. But I need to do some more research in depth, and I'll do that probably tomorrow at some time. WinTwin says, the freeze is easy. You can lock and unlock via online or phone with your own ID and password. Okay. You can dispute that hard inquiry with the credit bureau as well. And that's what I started to do initially. Initially, I was going through Credit Karma. It brought me to Equifax, and I don't know if I had an account set up with them or not. So I kind of stopped when it came to that point. Because it seemed like I had an account set up, but I don't remember, where the password is. I'll look in my little password deal on my phone, but I definitely need to check that out and certainly dispute it. That's how this all started. Was like, all right, I'm going to dispute this. And they said that they couldn't dispute it. They said something. I don't remember exactly the details, and I'm not going to try to remember, but yeah. Jimbo, what's going on, man? Says, what's up, credit man? And everyone, sorry this happened. Yes, sir. Jay's Way, thanks for stopping by another stream. Says, I'm considering getting PenFed Credit Union, but I stay here in Houston. I was trying to figure out if they don't have banks out here, how do we fund the account? Jay's Way, first of all, get the account. Absolutely. I was supposed to do that today, and I haven't done it yet, but it will happen. My little reminder on my phone went off, and I just pushed it to tomorrow. But you're going to be able to fund the account by using your checking account and routing number from your bank. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. Now, it may not necessarily be an account that is your primary checking account, because maybe you want to go to the ATM and get money without having to pay fees, which would totally suck. But I would say get the account. If you're able to get that sign up offer, the $200 for depositing $1,200 and completing 5 debit card transactions, get the account, complete the transactions, keep the account for at least 6 months, and then after that, just close the account. Transfer your money back to whatever your main account is, and then like I said, get that $200. That's an easy $200 to get. So I think it's worth the trouble, but I always think it's worth the trouble. Rod, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Rod says, I have 3 credit monitoring service. Credit Karma always first to alert. Yeah, Credit Karma is on top of it, man. They'll definitely sound the alarm. Ulysses, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by another stream. Says that's happened to me back in 2018. I didn't find out until November 2019. Yeah, I mean, and that's a prime example. I mean, that's tough. That is tough. D. Anderson says, I don't play. In 2001, my brother used my name fraudulently. I lit his tail up. That's funny. Since then, I don't play. Fraud alerts, etc. Yes, sir. I totally understand. I mean, but this is a prime example. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, myself included, I don't freak out as much about certain things until it knocks at my front door, until it affects me directly, and until it affects us directly. You know, it could be easy for me to kind of have a lax approach. In general, I'm a pretty nonchalant dude. I'm chill. You know, I don't really get worked up. I try not to. And that's just really how I am about most things, to be honest with you. So I understand that for sure. And D. Anderson says he has Credit Sesame, Nerd Wallet, Credits, Chase, Journey, Experian, and LifeLock. Rick, thanks for stopping by. Rick, I haven't seen you in a while. Said Equifax sold America out in February. CCP got over 150 million American people's credit reports. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. He says so we really need credit monitoring for sure. I agree. Big C, what's going on with you, sir? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Rod 4 says, I've locked 2 of mine, need to lock the last one. I definitely need to lock mine. I know I need to not be applying for any credit cards, and I don't think I'm going to be doing any loans or anything like that soon, so I definitely need to jump on it sooner than later. Rodell Photo says, sup D, you back again? Yes sir, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream again. I appreciate you. Mimioso says, hey everyone, hey Dwayne, congratulations from New York. Yes ma'am, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you. Michael, what's going on with you, sir? It's a pleasure to have you back. Robert, thanks for stopping by another one. Robert says, I froze mine online. Shoe Lady 64, hey, thanks for stopping by the stream. It's a pleasure to have you here again in another How to Build Credit TV live stream. Let's see. Scrolling down here. Yeah, I mean, D's mentioning the 4 bureaus. I mean, a lot of people don't ever talk about Innovus, but yeah, he has them all listed here. So there's TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, and Innovus, which it's weird. A lot of people don't talk about it, myself included. I found out about them, I don't remember, probably last year sometime, to be honest with you. But yeah, a lot of people just don't talk about them at all. Neo, what's going on? Says, I have my FICO for $50 a month, monitoring 3 credit agencies. Absolutely. D. Anderson says, I'm chill too, but I get to using them Ric Flair knife edge chops to cut throats. I'm assuming that's supposed to be cut throats. I hear you on that, my brother. I hear you on that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like I said, you know, it still hasn't been settled yet as to what is going to happen or even what has happened. And it's just kind of, it's weird. I'm like thinking like, who do I know that knows my information, and who do I know that knows my information and would actually, you know, lock up, try to use it for their benefit. So I was really just like going through, searching in my head, trying to figure that out a little bit. So while I'm talking about getting some kind of monitoring service, even though Credit Karma is not like a really monitoring type service, they do alert you with hard inquiries, right? And that's good. The monitoring service stuff is actually kind of funny when you think about it, because it's still kind of reactive. You know what I mean? Like, you're still waiting to be alerted if something happens to your credit. So when you apply for a credit card and you get an alert that you applied for a card, it's nothing because you already know that. But when you get an alert and you didn't apply for a card, at that point, it's kind of late, because like the inquiry part of it has been done and you don't know if it's been approved or denied type of thing. And so the damage to some extent could have already been done. And that's why it's important to definitely consider freezing your accounts, especially when you're not going to be applying for anything for a while. It's just beneficial to do that. And like I said, I heard about doing this and I thought about doing this, but I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it because, I knew that I was going to be getting some kind of credit. So a couple of things that you guys definitely want to make sure. You got to make sure that you're getting your free credit report. You can get your free credit report from a couple of places, but the place that I like to recommend is annualcreditreport.com. Annualcreditreport.com. You'll have the ability to get a free credit report from one of the credit bureaus. Now, of course, you could pay for, there's always going to be upselling. They're always going to, try to make sure, you can access your credit score, and you could pay to access your credit score. And then you could pay to probably get more credit reports. So you'll be able to get your credit report for free, at least from one of the bureaus at annualcreditreport.com, which is a really good research. You can do that resource. You can do that at least once a month. Jesus. You can do that at least once a year. So if you get in the habit of maybe pulling your credit report every January, or whenever you pull it, to set a reminder in your phone so that maybe a year from that day, or a year and a month from that time, you can pull it again and kind of see what's going on with your credit report. I haven't pulled my credit report in a very, very, very long time. Like I don't even want to pull it. Like there's just so much going on. There's so many pages, but I guess I should do it. I haven't done it in a while, and I do have a shredder, so I would just shred it. But yeah, like I said, you guys need to certainly consider getting Credit Karma at least. Credit Karma it's free. I mean, they try to market to you as much as possible, about possible credit cards that you're approved for. I love when Credit Karma markets to me about credit cards that I already have. So that's always kind of funny to me. But yeah, Credit Karma is a decent resource. I'm going to log into mine right now. I'm logging in right now for you guys. And I just kind of want to show you. Surprisingly, though, it hasn't shown on my Credit Karma that my score is 10 points lower. Wallet Hub did that. They updated that my score was 10 points lower. So 762 with TransUnion and 779 with Equifax right now. You basically just click on one of them. So I'll click on my Equifax because I know that that's the one. And so when you click on it, you will see that you can kind of scroll down and start to look at the different credit factors, right? So there you can see payment history is 100%. Credit card utilization, it says 0%, but it's never 0%. It's just insanely low, like insanely low. And then you see that I have no derogatory marks, average credit history, 3 years, 1 month. This is according to Equifax. Right? It's a different age on TransUnion. And I'm sure it's a different age on Experian. And then total accounts, 36. Then the hard inquiries, it says 6. So I don't have 6 because, I guess I do now, but I really am supposed to have 5, to be honest with you. So I just touched on credit utilization real quickly because I wanted to show you guys that it's really not 0%. You guys probably won't be able to see it insanely clear. Let me see if I can get that there. It's not 0%, right? So it says total balance 285, total limit 148,000, and so on and so forth. And then it gets into the individual accounts and it shows my credit limits and the usage for each account. And that's underneath Equifax. If I touch TransUnion, TransUnion has my information. Of course, they're going to have different information with TransUnion there. So TransUnion has, they have 285 for the total balance. Then for the total limit, it has 171,000, which that's clearly a huge difference, right? I think Equifax said, I don't remember what Equifax said, but but it's like, I guess it was like almost 150,000. So yeah, I mean, the different apps will give you, the different bureaus will give you different information because of course it's different. So if I click on the hard inquiries at the bottom here, it'll show you your inquiries. And of course you can see all of them, but I'll just kind of show you guys right now what I have right now as far as inquiries are concerned. So you see right there, AT&T services, it says telephone companies, and it says inquiry from May 12th, 2020, which once again, I didn't do anything. And then it has other inquiries on here as well. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting, but that part of Credit Karma is really dope. I mean, it's a free tool. And of course, you know, like I said, they do their fair share of marketing to you because they want you to apply for credit cards so that they can make money off of you being approved, which is fine. I mean, in a sense, when people use my referral links for credit cards, I do get, you know, like if it's a like I get extra points, or some of them may offer cash back, and not really cash back because it's not me getting cash back, but it's like a referral, right? So like if somebody uses my referral link, you know, I'll get maybe 10,000 extra points or 15,000 or whatever the deal is when you use the referral link and you're approved. So Credit Karma does the same thing, but they have millions of people using their referral links, right? Millions. So yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a tool that exists, and I think you guys should definitely consider doing it. Miss Gatlin says LexisNexis and Sage Stream should be frozen. Also, they have two reporting agencies that reports your information to the other four. That is a great point. I don't even think about them, to be honest, but I appreciate you taking the time to type that in here. And that's, once again, one of the things that I love about the community. There's always a wealth of knowledge, and you guys are always sharing your information and experiences, which is why people should be plugged into something like this. So that is pretty freaking cool. Ulysses says, did your kids apply for something if y'all have the same last name? Man, heck no. Heck no. I don't think so. My son is 17. He'll be 18 in August. So no. And more importantly, I mean, I feel like if it's a hard inquiry, that maybe they should have my social, but I guess it could be possible that they wouldn't necessarily have it. Anyway, so what's going on, Ro? Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you a lot. Mr. Patel, what's going on, man? Says, hope all is well. Yes, sir. Everything is good. I just wanted to jump on here and do a quick live stream today to just talk about the importance of having at least Credit Karma for some kind of monitoring, you know, some kind of alert that you will get for, you know, at least your hard inquiries. Now, the best thing to do is to really freeze your credit report. And you can do that by contacting the credit bureaus in order to freeze your credit reports. But that's probably the best thing to do, just so that you're not being reactive. In this situation, I feel helpless because I see that there's a hard inquiry there that I did not do. Now, AT&T, I had an account with AT&T with the cell phone way back in the day. I don't even remember, maybe like 2006 was the last time I had AT&T. I think it could be 2008, one of those years. Okay, but that's the last time I had a cell phone with AT&T, and I ruined that. You know, so it was kind of interesting because when I gave them my information, they were like, nothing came up. When we searched you, nothing came up, and I'm like, okay, well, that's sweet. I wasn't trying to reestablish a relationship with them as far as cell phone is concerned. I do have AT&T Uverse at home and the internet as well, so I do have that relationship with them. But I'm not applying. I didn't apply for anything new, so I pretty much feel like a victim. You know what I mean? That's why it's important for you to freeze your credit reports so that you're not being reactive when it comes to your credit score. You know, man, it sucks. It sucks, especially when it happens to you. It doesn't suck when it happens to somebody you know necessarily, because it's not as crucial. It's kind of like having somebody break into your place. I remember when I was a sophomore in high school, I got off the school bus and it was kind of raining a little bit, and I got home and literally the school bus kind of stopped like right in front of my house. So I walk off the bus and walk straight to the front door. Like I don't really have to walk too much on the sidewalk. And I remember I was laughing when I was there with my homeboy because we were going to the same high school. He was using my address to go to the school. It was really a friend of the family, a very, very good friend of the family. And so I remember opening the door and realizing that like somebody had broken inside, and it was the worst feeling, like totally violated. Like I was scared. I didn't want to spend the night there. I didn't want to sleep at home for a while, you know. And the thing about it that's kind of screwed up, like in that particular situation, you know, like whoever did it, they knew they had all day to be there. My dad had like a 5-gallon water bottle, one of those big 5-gallon water bottles, and he had some coins in there. And the person sat there and emptied the water bottle and picked through all of the coins, and they took everything that was silver and left all the pennies there. They knew they had that much time. They made popcorn, they made juice. They didn't make juice, they drank the juice. But it was a trip. And you know, like the worst part was like me going in my room and seeing my room was ransacked, and I had to clean that up. That really kind of pissed me off. So like when somebody takes something from you in that way and somebody steals your stuff, your identity, it's not a cool feeling. So like once again, that's kind of why I wanted to do the live stream, to just encourage you guys to be proactive instead of reactive. Even though you do get a notification from Credit Karma or whatever kind of monitoring service you're using, that notification is kind of after the fact, right? Because there's no way to notify you about an inquiry or an account unless that account has been created or the inquiry has been made, you know? So yeah, so you definitely want to make sure you're considering to, you know, freeze your accounts for sure. I will do my due diligence sooner than later, to be honest with you. Ronald Anderson, thank you, sir, for that $20 super chat. I appreciate you, my brother, and thanks for stopping by another live stream, man. Let's see. Mimiosa says, it happened to me with PayPal. That's why I would never use it again, but everyone swear by it. You know, that's weird. I mean, I had a PayPal. I mean, I still have a PayPal account, but I don't really mess with PayPal like that, to be honest, anymore, just because they're kind of finicky and I don't even deal with it. So I'm sorry to hear that you experienced that, though. That's crazy. Denise says, hey, Dwayne, can you explain to me what it means by low, medium, or high impact on Credit Karma? Example, utilization is 17% and it says high impact. Denise, great question. Thanks for stopping by the stream. So the high impact it really refers to how much of your credit score comes from that category. So when it says high impact on Credit Karma, it says high impact in regards to payment history, which is actually 35% of your credit score. So it's 35% out of the 850 points. So 35% I think is 255 points. So it is 35%. So that would be a high impact, because 35% out of your 100%, if you had a whole pie and the pie was 100%, you took 35% out, that's a big chunk. So the same is true for credit card utilization. Credit card utilization is 30% of your score. So 30% I think is 227 or 200 and something. Let me figure it out here just because I'm a nerd and I want to make sure. So 30% of, yeah, okay. So 30% is actually 255, and then 35% is 297.5. So the reason why it says it's a high impact is because out of your 850 points that you can get, 30% is 255 points. So if your credit utilization is high, that's why I talk about this a lot. If you're using 80-90% of your overall credit limit, okay, that's how they calculate your credit utilization, that's not going to be good for your score. So technically, out of the 255 points that you could get from that category, credit card utilization, if your credit utilization is at 100%, technically your credit score could be 255 points lower. Technically, right? And the reason why I say technically is because I don't think it's necessarily the case, but if your utilization is 100% versus 10%, there's going to be a big difference. Your credit score can shoot up. It will shoot up over 100 points if you take your utilization from 100% down to 10%. So that's what the high impact means. And then it may say that there's a medium impact in regards to your average age of credit. The reason why is because your average age of credit is 15% of your overall credit score. That is 15%. I see that it has derogatory marks on here, and it says derogatory mark is high impact as well. Derogatory mark doesn't necessarily have a category when it comes to like the 5 categories in your FICO score. So there is payment history, which is 35, credit card utilization, which is 30, average age of credit or credit length, that is 15. Then there is new accounts or hard inquiries, that is 10%. And then there is credit mix or types of credit, like a store card, a car loan, a home loan. That's different types of credit. That's another 10%. So even though it says on here that derogatory marks is a high impact, there's really not a percentage that goes with it, except derogatory marks will definitely influence the payment history, right? Because it's going to be taking a chunk out of that. If you're a derogatory, that means you're not paying on time. So your payment history will not be 100%. And then more than likely, it will also influence your credit card utilization. But the derogatory mark doesn't always have to be specific to credit cards. If you have a medical bill, you know what I mean? The medical bill could be a derogatory mark. If you have a cable bill, which has nothing to do with credit, and you don't pay it, it's going to fall under the derogatory marks category. So that's kind of what that means, Denise. I hope that I answered your question. I definitely went in depth on that explanation. Ronald says, "What's up, Dwayne? I'll ride another live stream. I get to enjoy it while I'm driving." Awesome, cool, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in and listening while you're driving, bro. That means a lot. And thanks again for that $20 super chat. Jordan23WW says, "What's up, Dwayne and Credit Family?" Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping by another stream. Kenneth, what's going on with you, sir? Thank you for stopping by another stream. Hey, listen, guys, if you have questions, please slap them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer it. We definitely have people in this live stream and in this community that are smart enough to answer the questions, even if I don't know them, because let's face it, I don't know everything there is when it comes to credit. I know enough to be able to help somebody if they're serious about fixing or improving their credit. I definitely know enough to help them do that. So be sure to ask your questions if you have any, and also smash that thumbs up in this video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss future videos. Mimiosa says, "I was told if you freeze your account and try to get credit, it could mess you up." No, I don't think so. I think what will happen is, I think that they're supposed to contact you and kind of verify that, you know, you're trying to get that particular credit card, or you won't get it. You'll just, you know, because they can't access your credit. But as far as messing you up, I don't think so. And freezing your account does not hurt your credit score in any way at all. D. Anderson says, he was responding to Mimiosa. He said, "Not at all. Example, when I go to apply for a car loan or credit, I ask who they pull from, then I unlock it from my phone app." Awesome. Perfect. Renee says, "Hey, Dwayne, does utilization apply to overall credit limit and balances amongst all cards or each card?" Great question. So when it comes to your utilization, yes, there is utilization that is specific to each card, and it is good practice not to have a high utilization on each card. Like that's good practice, right? So if I have 3 cards, and let's say one of them had a $500 limit, and my amount that I had on that card was $400, no, that's not necessarily good practice to do that, but it happens, right? It happens, and it's really not a big deal. Theoretically, when it comes to credit card utilization, it has to do with how much available credit that you have, right? So I showed earlier in the video that I had, like, I think it was $148,000 according to Equifax of available credit limit. And then with TransUnion, it was like $171,000 of available credit. So when it comes to credit card utilization, it really refers to what your overall credit limits are. So all of your credit cards combine what that limit is, and the credit utilization is taken from, it's based on the overall limits on all the cards, not necessarily that one card. Okay, so it's safe. You're safe. If you have one card almost maxed out, but you have another couple of cards and they have really high limits, then it's still going to all factor into your credit card utilization ratio, and it's not going to hurt you bad. And by saying it's not going to hurt you bad, it's really not going to hurt when it comes to your credit score. So if I had one card with a $10,000 limit and I had another card with a $1,000 limit, if I had $900 charged on my $1,000 limit card, yes, you're using 90% on that one card, but overall you have $11,000 of available credit and you're using $90 out of $11,000. So the utilization would be based on $11,000, not the $1,000 credit card. Okay, so I wouldn't freak out about it. I mean, like I said, it's probably good practice to not have high utilization on one card. But if you got to make a purchase, make the purchase. Get your cash back, get your points, make the purchase, pay it off. Okay, because it's not like it's going to stay on your score forever. It's not like it's going to be reporting that you're using 90% utilization forever if you pay it off. So good question, though. DeAndre, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Says, what's up, Dwayne? Credit fam, new to the channel and enjoying all the info. It is a pleasure to have you here, bro. Thanks for taking the time to leave a comment. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask in the future. That's what it's all about. I appreciate you stopping by the stream. So we have 78 people and 42 thumbs up. Please, if you have not smashed the thumbs up in this video, please smash the thumbs up. It helps me tremendously, and I need all the help I can get these days. Growing this channel, growing this community. I'm going to be here. I plan on being on YouTube as long as I have a voice. Even though it can be a struggle to still be consistent and still be here, I plan on being here as long as possible. And when you guys smash the thumbs ups in the videos, it makes it a lot easier for me to continue to be here. Renee, thank you. She says, got it. Thanks, Dwayne. Hey, no problem. I appreciate you asking that question. That was a very solid question. And I hope that the explanation made sense. So yeah, you know what? One of the things that I am grateful for, and that is insanely important, is the fact that, like, you have to be committed to what it is you're doing, and you have to be passionate, or should I say, it helps to be passionate. And I like talking about credit. I like being able to learn, have new people learn information about their credit, and to teach you guys from my own experiences, what I've experienced, and what I've learned. And I think once you get acquainted or comfortable with credit and talking about it and learning about it, and more importantly, applying what you learn, I think that you're in for a treat, especially once you start to get the cash back. You get your first little cash back credit card, and you might be getting 1.5% cash back. And yeah, that's nothing, it's not a big deal. But it's a big deal because you didn't get anything back on your debit card purchases, or you didn't get anything back on another credit card that wasn't giving any kind of rewards. So I think it's really cool because, like, that's where my journey started. Like, literally, it was like, okay, 1.5% cash back. I don't really know what this is about, but I get the concept. Let me start putting all my purchases on my credit card. And literally, that's exactly what happened. And you can't convince me to do any other thing. You can't convince me. Like, I get so annoyed when I have to pay something without using my credit card. As a matter of fact, today I was switching over my child support payments. I got to pay child support, and it normally comes directly out of my check, but I am currently I think I'm going to be running out of unemployment really soon because in Texas, basically when you work, you put money into unemployment and then you only have so much money that they can pay you from, right? So I guess when your little bank is done, your unemployment's over, right? So I was kind of setting it up for unemployment to be drafted directly out of my checking account, which normally it comes straight from my check, right? So I was looking for a way to use my credit card to get, to pay it weekly. I was going to pay it weekly because I do pay it weekly. And of course, they're charging, 2.67%, 2.55%. And I'm like, oh, because, like the card that I was considering using, it's only 2% cash back. So I'd still be paying the 0.55, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to be paying 0.55, because that's just dumb. So I get upset. And I was thinking, man, maybe I can get a Discover checking account, right? Discover gives you cash back for the debit card transactions. But a debit card transaction is the same as a credit card transaction. There's still fees involved with that. So I'm just saying, the reason why I told you guys that is because I'm so into using my credit card as much as possible. It pains me. It pains me when I have to get cash. I don't like it. I mean, when I have cash in my hand, I'm like, whoa, cash in my hand. This feels weird. So yeah, I think the credit card game is really cool. I love it a lot. Guys, be sure to ask questions if you have any. I'm going to be ending this stream here pretty soon. Just because I wasn't planning on doing some long extended live stream, I wanted to just get on here, share the information in regards to having at least Credit Karma, Nerd Wallet, Wallet Hub, Credit Sesame. You may want to have more than one, just because, it's kind of cool to see that like these guys are both on board. You get notification from 2 different apps if you have those apps. Credit Karma is really good. When I apply for credit cards, I get notification quickly from Credit Karma that, hey, there's a new inquiry. And I'm like, okay, sweet. I already know that. So in this instance, Credit Karma like totally, saved the day. They brought to my attention that there was a hard inquiry for which I did not do. So now I got to do my investigation thing and kind of find out what's going on there. Curtis, thanks for stopping by. Says I was approved for the pandemic loan with Navy Fed last month. I'm thinking of paying it off in 6 months instead of 2 years. Is that good or bad? I think it's good. It's especially good because you're going to be saving money on interest. Ironically that you asked that question today when I was driving. We're not going to talk about, my timing and my poor taste. But when I was driving today, I was like, let me log into Capital One and see how much more money I owe on this car loan. I logged in, it was like $3,127. And I'm paying like 7.77 for interest. And I'm like, I've been talking about paying off this car loan for a while, but I'm clearly not serious. And part of the reason why I'm being hesitant about paying it off is because like I feel like when I pay it off, I'm going to lose all that history and it's probably going to affect my score negatively, which is, it's common. People have said here in the live streams that they've experienced that. But in regards to you, Curtis, you just kind of started paying on it, right? So I think paying it off sooner than later is good, especially if you're going to be saving some serious money on the interest. Pink Lady, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. She says, what's up, fam? Hey, Dwayne, elbow bump to you, Pink Lady. I appreciate you stopping by another stream. Cinemadness says, good question. How long do hard inquiries last on your report until they fall off? And do inquiries matter as much when applying for secure credit cards? Inquiries do matter when you're applying for secured credit cards, but I think they're a little bit more easy to get. Just maybe a teeny tiny bit. It depends on who you're talking about. Like Discover, maybe not so much, but Citibank, Capital One, even though I'm not recommending Capital One, it's a little easier to get. If you have over 5 inquiries and you're applying for a credit card, secure or unsecured, if you get rejected, don't be surprised, right? 5 inquiries is kind of a lot, to be honest, especially with some of these banks. As far as when the inquiries fall off of your report, that's one of the things that you could see here on Credit Karma. It can take up to 6 months. It can take up to 12 months to fall off. I'm trying to log back into Credit Karma to show you guys exactly where it talks about the inquiries and how it can fall off. So I just logged in and I'm going to click on Experian, my Experian which is this one over here, the 779 one. And then I'm going to scroll down to inquiries. I'm going to click on inquiries. Okay, so it brought my inquiries up, and I'm going to click on the one that's not even mine. So it brought the inquiries up right here, and you guys can kind of see that at the very top. I click on it, and then it tells you estimated date of removal, June 2022. 2022. So it tells you, when it's an estimated time. So it can take up to 2 years, but it could also fall off before then. Hey man, DeAndre, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. I saw that you sent that here on Cash App. I just looked at my messages. I appreciate you taking your time to send a super chat. That means a lot to me, sir. I know you said you're new to the channel, so I really appreciate you taking the time to send that $10 super chat. Much love, bro. I appreciate that a lot. All right, so yeah, so you can check there on your hard inquiries and kind of see when they fall off. So like sometimes when you hear people talking about, oh, I know that they're going to fall off at this time, that's how they know. And that's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. Hard inquiries don't necessarily have to take 2 years to fall off. Okay. Some of them can fall off before the 2 years, but if you want to know and have some kind of estimate as to exactly when, Credit Karma does provide that information, and that's a good place for you to look. If you want to call the credit bureau, you can call the credit bureau and ask them as well. They'll tell you. I know that when I had like a derogatory account, they would tell me that the estimated time for this to fall off of your credit report is this, and they'll tell you when. They'll tell you like a month and a year, which is pretty freaking cool. And in my experience, they were right. Curtis says, I got the loan, but I'm still working good, so I just want to pay it back. Yeah, absolutely, man. That makes sense. Denise says, my 5% Discover It card is on the way. Awesome. Thank you for telling me about the program. I absolutely love my Discover It Secure card. Sweet. Awesome. That's really, really good. Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy that for sure. Absolutely. Jordan23WW says, people definitely want to try to keep utilization on all cards below 30% if possible. My total utilization was 6%, but I have one card at 94, and I keep getting high utilization as a negative factor. Okay, so this is a great point that you brought up, right? And that's why I said, like, yes, it does matter what the utilization is on each card, but I don't think it's something that people should sweat. In general, I preach that we should be paying our balances off anyway. So if you have a high utilization on one of your cards, it doesn't make sense for it to sit there, because it's sitting there means you're paying interest, and that just doesn't make any kind of sense to me, just because that's not what I really advise people to do. I understand, I get it, life happens, but you want to pay it down sooner than later. Get that out of here so you're not wasting money on interest. It's funny that I'm saying that because I'm smiling in my head because I'm thinking about like my student loans. My student loans is like one of the only things where I'm not like super aggressive about, you know what, let me pay it off ASAP so I can get rid of my interest. You know what I mean? I don't feel that way about the student loans, but I am feeling like I'm probably going to be more aggressive in a couple of months moving forward about paying a little more on my student loans. So we'll see how that goes. Smiley Face 985 says, I don't mind having cash on hand. I do the $5 challenge every year. Last year I saved over $2,300 in $5 bills. Awesome. That's really, really cool. Yeah, there was a time when I was thinking about doing that, and I was thinking about making a video about that when I started on YouTube. It's funny because I'm pretty sure whatever the amount that you're supposed to have at the end of the year, I already had it, right? So I was like, oh, I can make a video and talk about the $5 challenge, even though I already had the money. But that is freaking dope. I mean, whatever works. Absolutely. VM says, my Equifax score is like 100 points lower than my TransUnion. Is that normal? It's different. Your scores are going to be different because of what's being reported. That's not necessarily normal. That's not good. It shouldn't be 100 points difference between your credit bureaus. Like, that's kind of strange. But there's something that's on your Equifax that is not on the other bureaus, and you need to, contact them. You need to look at that report more closely so you can see exactly what's going on. And once you clear that up, then you will see that your score should go up for sure. Giovanni, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by another stream. Appreciate you a lot. Renee says, y'all hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Yes, ma'am. Good advice. Giovanni says, do you know how long it takes to get your money back after you pay off a secure loan? And will it be a negative to your credit score since you're closing the account? Yeah, I think it can affect your credit score because you're losing that consistent payment and that payment history. As far as how long it takes to get back the money, I don't know. I've never done a secure loan, but I've done secured cards, and like with Discover, it took me 14 months to graduate to an unsecured card. So it took about 14 months for me to get my money. But yeah, I don't know. You just have to make sure you contact them and just kind of, ask that type of question, or maybe go back and kind of review the website. Adrian, what's going on, bro? Thanks for stopping by the stream. Love that profile picture. Like I've stated before, that's a clean profile picture, sir. Wow, Clifford, thank you so much for that $20 super chat. The $19.99 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Says, do you know a way to build a relationship with American Express? I don't believe they have a secured card. I have good credit, not excellent. There's just something about my profile they do not like. Thanks, man. Elbow bump. Clifton. Jesus Christ. Clifton is like a Jamaican name for, first of all. Clifford. Yes, there is a way to establish a relationship with American Express. One of the ways that you can is to become an authorized user on an American Express card. If you have not defaulted on an American Express card in the past, then you should be able to become an authorized user. So if you know someone that has an American Express card that you trust and they trust you, you can become an authorized user on their card. If you don't know somebody and you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll see what I can do. I'm going to put my email address here in the chat. My email address is helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. Helping others with an S, prosper@gmail.com. I'm going to make sure I put the right deal there. helpingothersprosper@gmail.com. Sweet. So you can email me there. You can include your phone number and I'll reach out to you and give you a call and we can chat about what your options are, if there are any options. Thank you so much for that $19.99 super chat, Clifford. I appreciate you, sir. Jordan23WW says, oh, FYI, that was at 94% utilization. Was at 94% utilization. Was 0% for 12 months deal. I did a balance transfer. When I opened it up, thankfully, I paid it off. Now I still have 0 interest until December. Sweet. That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people kind of fall asleep. A lot of people are asleep to balance transfers and they're just not aware that it's a real thing and it's real powerful. Even if you already have, a lot of money on one credit card, if you're a person that's getting credit card offers in the mail left and right, they're mailing stuff to you, consider opening that card, especially if there's a balance transfer offer, and get the balance transfer, do the balance transfer from your credit card that has a high balance over to the new credit card, and at least all the money that you pay, even if you were just making the same minimum payment over here, all of it's going to go to your balance. None of it will go to interest if you do a balance transfer. Amanda Thomas, thank you for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you, ma'am. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. D. Anderson says, yes, Clifton is a Jamaican name, D. Yes, sir, for sure. Of course, I already know that. Listen, guys, that is going to be pretty much it for my live stream tonight. If you have any more questions, please drop them in the comment section real quickly. I'll wait about another 30 seconds or so to see if I can answer more questions. Please smash the thumbs up in this video. It helps the channel tremendously. I need all the help that I can get in regards to this channel and helping the channel grow. So be sure to smash the thumbs up if you've got any value out of this video at all. Once again, if you guys have questions, slap them in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer it right now, quickly, before I end the stream. If not, I'm going to be ending the stream. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. DeAndre, thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Ronald, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And Clifford, thank you so much for the $19.99 super chat. I think I got all the super chats. I just off the top of my head. I really appreciate you guys a lot. Of course, I will be back on Monday, the typical How to Build Credit TV live stream time at 7 p.m. Central. I do have a video that I shot last Monday that I still need to edit. Shh. I'm going to be uploading that video probably Friday or Saturday, so be sure to look out for that video, and be sure to smash the thumbs up in that video as well. Let me see here. Jordan 23 says, Clifford, Dwayne is right. My dad added me on Amex as an authorized user in December 2019. In April, I applied my own Amex and got the same limit as my dad has. Wow, that is really cool. So the thing about the authorized user too, right? So like Clifford, what you can do is you could actually get on there as an authorized user, maybe wait 6 months, go to the Amex site, see if you're pre-qualified. And if you are, then you can go from there. Thomas, thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you taking the time to slap some comments, some words, some stars and thumbs up and the microphone in the comment section. I appreciate that, man. Sophia, thank you for stopping by. Sophia says, can you transfer secured card balances? Yeah. I mean, you can transfer any balance. I mean, if you're willing to pay the 3% transfer fee, there are a couple of cards that don't have a balance transfer fee. Like I know off the top of my head, Navy Federal does not have a balance transfer fee, which is really, really freaking sweet. So yeah, I think so. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this live stream. Please smash the thumbs up on the way outside the door. Thank you so much for your time. And my name is Dwayne with How to Build Credit TV, and I approve this video. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, take care and be blessed. Peace. Be sure to smash the thumbs up on the way outside the door, guys. See y'all later. Have a good week.